Welcome back to game day, and The Rock is happy to see you.
Oh, it's great to be here.
What do you make of all this?
It's the best, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best. This is so fun.
9-0. When you sat in the summer thinking about this season, second year in the Big 12, was 9-0 on the docket?
Honestly, no. No, but this has been amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, this guy right here is one of the reasons I came to BYU.
Yeah.
Watching Marc play, and I thought, man, if I'm going to play quarterback, I'm going to a place where we do what you guys were doing back at that time and continue on with it. There have been very few BYU teams that have started 9-0, but your 79 team did. I watched that team. What made that team so special?
Well, we'd been in the program for a while. We had a lot of great leadership on that team, and the leadership in the right places. It's great to have leadership come from the offensive line for an offensive team. They kind of settle everybody. And same thing on the defensive side. So we had been around. We had gotten close to having undefeated seasons. We had great seasons, but we'd never had a completely undefeated season. And so it was kind of on our radar, and that's what we were pointed to. And it just kind of fell into place, except for one small glitch at the end.
Yeah.
So back in the day, a lot of teams, in order to get some notoriety, you had to have a superstar like yourself, right? And but now you look at this team with no superstars. Doing it as a collective, as a whole. Compare that to when you played versus nowadays, where teams don't really need to get or have that Heisman hopeful or that superstar.
Well, I don't think you need it today, but it doesn't hurt, if you have that guy. But this is a special team. I mean, it really is. I mean, they are so resilient. They play for each other. When the defense has to step up, they step up. When the offense has got to figure out a way to get down the field and score some points, they figure out a way to do it. I mean, it's amazing what this team has done, and it's been so fun to watch.
Piggybacking off of Brian's comment, you were a first-round draft pick of the Oakland Raiders, two-time Super Bowl champion at the next level in NFL. Talk through, seeing the guys from BYU go on to the next level, Fred Warner's, Taysom Hill's, those type of guys. I'm assuming you follow them.
Oh, yeah.
You've been there, done that. You know how difficult it is to succeed at the next level. Talk us through how fun it is to watch those guys move on from BYU and have success in the NFL.
Well, I think it just validates the program, right? You have all these guys from BYU in the NFL, and it's great to follow them. It makes it fun for us, on Sundays to follow the NFL because we have guys we can watch and pay attention to. But they certainly deserve it. They had great college careers, and they're having great NFL careers, which has just been amazing.
Marc, when you played through some cold weather games, and we've been watching Jake Retzlaff warm up inside the stadium, what did you do to either block it out mentally or to stay warm physically while you're in it?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I looked at the weather report coming down to the game, and it brought back a lot of memories of some really cold games. We played a game in Cleveland one time, and it was minus 36 wind chill with that wind coming off the lake, and it was unbelievable. And I'd never experienced that in my life, And walking out of the locker room out onto the field, it was just like, I don't know how we're going to survive this for 3 hours.
So what you're saying is this is pretty mild compared to
that's
nothing.
as long as
it's a walk in the park.
As long as the wind's not blowing, we can deal with it, right? The wind just makes it really tough.
I always like to ask you about quarterbacks. You've watched Jake Retzlaff now and him grow up right in front of our eyes. Like, what's your thought on his game? What's the best part of what he's doing right now?
Well, I think the best part right now is his confidence. When you have confidence, a lot of things can happen, and that confidence, multiplies through the team. So when you have these situations where he's able to take the ball down the field at the end, score points to win games, man, that's an elixir to this team and to him. To him, it feels like there's nothing you can't do. And so far, there's nothing he hasn't been able to do. So I'm going to be really interested to see how this plays out, watching Jake.
What will it mean to you and the other national award winners to go out in front of this crowd again and get another standing ovation? That ever get old?
It never gets old because I have such great memories of being here and playing here, such great memories of teammates that we played together and kind of endured together and made things happen together. And when I'm here, it all floods back, and it's just a special time.
Well, enjoy the moment. The great Marc Wilson, thank you for being with us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Marc.
Undefeated regular season in 1979, and this Cougar team in 2024 is trying to do the same thing. Thank you, Marc.